What's up, y'all? It's Lawrence St. Victor from Three Brothers and a Shot of Milk. And today I got that Damian Wayne Robin figure. This is a page puncher, so it comes with that comic book, that Batman and Robin #1 comic book. Let's get this bad boy open. Let's go. Boom. Here we are. This is a dope package. I don't really collect much page puncher stuff, so I think I only have like the Supergirl from Injustice page puncher, so I'm not really used to this packaging. But I like it a lot. A lot of plastic for you, for people who care about the environment, and we should all care about the environment. But it looks dope. It looks dope. As you can see right here, you got that Robin logo. This is under that DC Direct banner, which this is still in the same scale and pretty much using parts of the DC Multiverse line. But I believe page punchers, they make the toys to really look exactly how the artist drew them in the comic. So that's what makes page punchers special, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong here. Anyway, as you can see, got that first comic book of the Batman and Robin with Dick Grayson as Batman. And you got Damian Wayne as Robin in that Batmobile that flies. McFarlane, you can come out with this. I won't be too mad at you. Anyway, and here's the code for those of you trying to find this in store. Got mine at GameStop. Ordered it online. I'm kind of done with Amazon, man. I find that GameStop, they get theirs the quickest. Now, is there a better way to open this? I don't know. Anyway, I'll spare you the of having to watch me figure this out. Abracadabra. Boom. Here we are. Let me bring him up for you. There we go. Let's take a look at what he comes with first before we get to the figure. So first, as you guys know, it's a page puncher. So it comes with this comic book. I actually have this one. I collected a bunch of this run. Not all of it, but I did collect the first couple arcs. Definitely the Red Hood one. Is that the first arc? But definitely. And it was fun. It was fun. Because like Dick Grayson was the perfect Batman for Damian. Their dynamic was great. You kind of had more of a fun Batman and kind of a pain in the ass Robin, which is definitely different. That's pretty cool, man. I might actually reread this. Might have to dig through the crates to find my other ones, but this is great. This is great. Hold on to this. I want to make sure get my words. Make sure, see how the figure looks to the art. But before that, let's see what else he comes with here. Of course, we got the figure stand. Hopefully we won't need it. Doesn't look like we will. And got this card right here, which is cool, man. Page punchers kind of has their own kind of style of cards, which is pretty cool. You can pause that if you want to give it a read. Boom. He also comes with this sword. I already have this because I have a Damian Wayne Robin. I forgot the name of it, but I'm going to compare them soon. So I already have this. I also don't love Robin coming with a sword. Even though he did use it in the comics, I don't prefer it. And then we have, this is really dope, this Professor Pig mask, which the pieces do line up. Yeah, they ish. But that's pretty cool. Cracked mask, you can have it part of your display. Hopefully we'll get a Professor Pig soon. Talk about a villain that would be great in the Matt Reeves universe. Now let's get to the reason why we're here, man. This Damian Wayne Robin. Now, I honestly wasn't gonna get him. I thought he looked great when we saw some exclusives from Comic-Con, some of the video footage. But I was like, do I need him? I got a Damian Wayne, I got a Tim Drake, I got my Robins. But then I saw this wired cape. And what are we doing here? McFarlane is killing it. And then I saw, now wait a second. Does he actually have a hood he can put on? We'll get to that in a second. So I had to. All right, so let's start with the head sculpt. Raise you up a little bit. All right, let's start with the head sculpt. This is a great. I love this head sculpt. Oh, that is beautiful. That is great. That is great. Sorry for shaking the camera. That is so great. You got the blue highlights in his hair. That's pretty dope. What I love about it is because a lot of all the Robins, which is really just the Dick Grayson Robin on the Carrie Kelly body, and the Damian Wayne Robins, their heads have all been so stylized. I'll do a quick comparison. Or a real comic booky, which is great, right? Great. But there's something about, I like it when it looks sort of realistic. So I really love this interpretation of the artwork, which is really great. And even on this tunic, you got some cell shading here, but it doesn't take away from the figure like so many of the other McFarlane figures when they go crazy with the cell shading. It looks actually pretty natural. These lines are they sculpted? Yes, these lines are sculpted. His R logo is not. And this belt is connected to the tunic, so it's not a separate piece. But this tunic is all one piece and it hides that diaphragm joint. As you can see right here, it's pretty soft. That's pretty cool. It really makes the figure look high-end without that, visible ab crunch. We'll see in a second if it hinders his mobility. The gauntlets matching the comic. Love the shade of green. And these pants are definitely reuse from the Robin I just showed you. We'll do a comparison soon. And the shoes too. Now I'll say this is probably not comic accurate. We'll do a comparison real quick. So it's looking like the legs, feet are reuse, as are the arms. Of course, the gloves are not. Not that you would ever pose him from the back. This is kind of where the McFarlane stops. Where these lines should be just as black as this. And the back should be just as shaded. But who poses their figures from the back, right? It's dope. All right, let's check out his articulation. You can do the splits. Tunic doesn't really get in the way. It does get in the way if you want to do a high kick. You're not going to be able to. I need to get more light on this because I'm losing focus. Yeah. Oof. Okay. That wasn't part of the plan, and I think that actually broke off. Hopefully I can put that back on pretty easily. That was me just trying to see how much his diaphragm joint can go. And the whole thing just came off, which kind of sucks, but I think I can fix it. Definitely can glue it down. So we're not going to let that hinder the review. But just so you know, this piece can come right off if you play with it too much. Anyway, yeah, I got it back in, but it's not in, so I'm going to have to glue that down. That sucks. Anyway, be careful. When you're doing the ab crunch, don't hold it from this piece at all. Ugh, that sucks. Anyway, so you see, the diaphragm definitely is hindered by the tunic. So I guess you pick your poison. Do you want an ab crunch, or do you want it to look seamless? I don't mind seamless. I'm playing with these, but if I was playing with these, I'd be mad. Let's look at his cape. I love what McFarlane is doing with these wire capes, and I love just the silkiness of this yellow. It reminds me of the Burt Ward cape from the old Batman series. And, you got the wind blowing. It's a shorter cape, which is cool, because that's how it is in the comics. So dope. So dope. And he does have a hood, make sure this piece don't fall off again, that you can put on. And there we go. Oh, that looks fire. Now, I'm gonna show you something. I have watched a couple reviews of this toy already. Big shout out to Ahsoka and Toy Shiz. Check them out, they're great. And D Hunter as well. And they weren't sure if this piece was just a factory flaw on theirs, but it's not. Apparently the stitching in the front right here is going to be on all the figures, because the three of us have that. Ugh, this head, I gotta fix that. It's bothering me. So yeah, which just sucks, because I wouldn't have posed him with the hoodie, but now looking at it, it actually looks pretty great with the hood up, especially standing next to Batman, I can imagine. Yeah, that sucks. It kind of takes away from it, but anyway, let's take this hoodie down. It's just dope that we have a cloth wired cape with posable hoodie at this price point, guys. I mean, I know Mafex and Figuarts gives us dope figures, but for like under 30 bucks, you got this wonderfully sculpted, wonderfully painted, quality issues a little bit, but a really great figure for like under 30 bucks. I mean, what are we doing here? I love it. I love it. All right, let's get him standing up and let's compare him to some other figures. Okay. So let's start off with my other Damian Wayne Robin. And to be quite honest with you, I was good with this one. This was gonna be my Damian Wayne in my oh, that sucks. Talking about this headpiece. this was gonna be my Damian Wayne Robin in my Batman like kind of action figure display where I have the whole Bat family going against some villains. It was gonna be him. I loved him because right now we kind of have two Robins with him and Tim Drake. So I like that he was in these colors while Tim Drake was in more of the traditional colors. But when I saw this guy in the wire cape, I'm like, oh man, he's gonna have to replace this guy in the display, which is unfortunate, but it's okay. I got another shelf of other Batman figures he can go with. But if you look here, you know, these legs, focus, are the same, minus the knee pads, but they're definitely the same. The shoes, the same. Even has a W there. It's hard to see it. But it's there. So there are a lot of reuse of parts. But still, I mean, it makes sense. He's the same guy. So I'm not mad at that. But you're not getting a real one-to-one comic accurate Damian Wayne, just because, as you can see here, the pants and the boots are completely different. It's not sneakers, they're lace-up boots. But I'm not that picky. But yeah, man, I'm really torn too, because I love this figure. I love his costume, this style. But I mean, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? What do you guys think? Which one do you like better? I'm torn. I like them both, kind of equally for different reasons. But he's definitely going on the shelf, like I said. And then we have Tim Drake that I'm using on the shelf. And it's cool. Their costumes are similar but different enough. And yes, I use the Gotham Knights head for Tim Drake, just because I like the more realistic head. And what's really cool about a wire cape is that you compose it in a way where it works with the plastic capes. Like, it doesn't feel like they should be two different kinds of figures, if you know what I'm talking, if you know what I'm saying. I wish this just had more shading and stuff. Like, this is so yellow, where the deepness, the gold, like the details on this one just make this just look like way more high end. Whereas this could, it just is a bit flat. Next up, let's take a look at, speaking of Gotham Knights, here's the Gotham Knights Tim Drake, and he's wearing the other Tim Drake head. These actually work pretty freaking well together. Huh. Maybe he should be on my shelf with the Bat family. No, I can't do that. He's classic. He's got to be on the shelf with the Bat family. But there's something about these two together that looks really dope. More of a ninja, more of a tech guy. I don't know. We'll see. And then this is what I love. Is like Tim Drake with the classic Dick Grayson Robin. This is a custom head sculpt I got from Etsy. Like I said, I prefer the heads to feel a little more realistic, not as cartoony. So these actually work really well together. Like if they did a 0 hour again and Tim Drake meets a young Dick Grayson. That's pretty dope, actually. I love that. And if you want to see him with some Batmans, here he is with that Nightfall Batman right here. I don't have the Dick Grayson Batman figure. I'm not in love with it. Not in love with it. Don't need it. And then I think he would, this Three Jokers Batman is sick. It's one of my favorite figures. And that works really well together. But the Batman on the shelf with the Bat family is this guy. And this is the Batman he'll be posed with. Whoa. Earthquake. This is the Batman he'll be posed with on the shelf. And that is a thing of beauty. Batman and Robin. That's dope. That's it. That's the dynamic duo. I love it. I love it. Well, that's pretty much it, man. That is the figure. That's the figure. For those of you that want him with a sword, let's show you what it looks like, I don't love it. I don't think Robin should have a sword, even if he used to be a ninja. You work with Batman now. He doesn't use weapons like these, but still pretty cool. But that's it, man. That's my Damian Wayne Robin figure. Thank you guys for watching as I stumbled over my words. It's actually a little late for me as I'm recording this in the evening. Tired, but I had to get this bad boy open because it's just so dope. I'm so happy, except for the head popping off, but that could be fixed. Such a great figure. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and checking this out. We have we go live on YouTube every Sunday, 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Check us out. We talk about all the geek stuff, all the cool stuff. And hit up our playlist. We got unboxings. We're dropping content, following the Superman movie, James Gunn's joint. We're having a lot of fun on this channel. So subscribe, hit the notification bell. Make sure you like and comment. I'll be back, same bat time, same bat channel. Peace. What's up, y'all? Welcome to Three Brothers and a Shot of Milk.